This is Lady of Elegance Collections, Miss Catherine. How are you doing? Well, I had to leave work today because this back pain is something serious, y'all. It is something serious. So I'm going to my regular doctor today. I went to the urgent care on Saturday. And I've been in pain ever since Friday. And they gave me some muscle spasms or something. It don't help. Don't help at all. So I've been doubling up about a Tylenol, but that don't help neither. So I've been taking like 3 or 4 Advils every 4 to 5 hours, just to get the pain down. So I'm going to my regular doctor today to see what's going on. I've been in my back brace all day, so I just took it off, and I'm ready to put it back on. I ordered me a new back brace, um, but when it comes, I show it to you. Saying something about it's mobile, it keeps the heat, and they massage the area, and you can just wear it all day and just charge it. Um, Take a charger, like a iPhone charger, and plug it in and charge the battery up. So I ordered that. I'm believing ordering stuff to take care of me. So I decided to come on a little bit just to say hello because it's gonna be hard for me to do anything. I'm still working on my cosmetic bag, and I got the zipper in. I got to do the other side, but this is the zipper. I got the zipper in, and remember I told you I'm still learning. So I got one side down, so I got to do the other side. But my sewing machine keep acting up, y'all. It keep acting up. I learned what a zipper foot is yesterday. I've been working on it, on it off, because I want to continue working. I don't want to stop. If you stop working because you got pain, you never get anywhere. So I'm still trying to work, even with my regular job. I went into my regular job today, but I do have to go to the doctor because my regular job is physical work. We don't sit behind the desk. It's actually physical work. And it's a lot of stooping and bending and pulling and lifting. So I have to go to the doctor to see what's going on. So now, the doctors love putting people out of work when they hurt, but I can't afford to be out of work. I gotta continue on working, and it's not easy. It's not easy working in pain. So when my back pain came um, back, I did take my muscle spasm pills with me at work, but I'd be drowsy all the time. So I got some Advil in my bag, and I could take an Advil. But taking one Advil with this kind of pain, y'all, it's not gonna do anything. I'm still gonna be in pain, and I don't like pain. And so I'm home. I'm going to the doctor, and just to make sure I didn't pull a muscle or something to where the urgent doctor sound like I pulled a muscle. Um, because like I told you, I do physical work, so and I've been moving a lot of furniture and a lot of bending in the kindergarten area. So I don't know, but I know one thing: I'm in pain. So I got to go to the doctor to see about that. That back pain is nothing to play with. But other words, I'm doing fine. But I'm still working on this sewing machine, and it's keep popping. It keep popping the thread. It just keep popping the thread. I said I'm gonna buy me a new sewing machine. I'm going to buy me a new sewing machine. Seems like every time I get the sew, and if it get hot, maybe I'm using it too much. I don't know. And then the bobbin keep acting up. The bobbin keep acting up, so I done rethread the bobbin about 50 times. Yeah, I done rethread the bobbin about 50 times. I done rethread the bobbin. So, but I'm determined to get this cosmetic bag done because I got to wait on my book. I got my book in, my journal in. So I got to get some other things before I can launch it. And then now that I want to go ahead and launch my savings challenge cards. And I got to buy some more ink. That's number one, buy some more ink. And get that ready to be launched. But I also got to make the envelope. So it's a lot that goes into a small business, especially when you're trying to do more than one item. Candles, I love making candles. I do make candles. Um, but I got an order for the end of the month, so I got to make some um, wax melts, some little princess wax melts, and I got the mold somewhere in here. I got everything packed up. I try to keep my office area clean and neat because this is a part of my kitchen. My my stove and my cooking area is on the other side, and this is my eating area. And I turned this into my little work studio, I called it. My daughter laughed at me when I said my little studio. But I got to have a place to work. And so I moved, I was making the candles in the kitchen. So I moved making candles out of the kitchen and set up my auto true, my little small auto true to make my candles. And I'm trying to do everything in one area where I won't be all across the place. So I got my sewing machine set up here, which you see my sewing machine is set up here. Right? I need to find out what's going on with it, with the sewing machine, because it's giving me too many problems. Hello, Jimmy. How are you? Thank you for coming in. When you come in, do a like, comment, and subscribe if you have not subscribed. And um, I'm doing the stationaries, and that's the part. The journal is part of the stationaries. I'm doing that. So I'm gonna show you my journal. I wrote my first journal. Thank you very much. I wrote my first journal, and I'm trying to get it launched. As soon as I get some other items to go with it, I got to get the packaging together on it, and it's some other little things I wanted to go along with my journal. This is my first journal, y'all. I am so proud of myself. My first journal. I am so proud of me. And this is my, let's see if I can get, okay. This is my Savings Challenge card. And I got to get these printed and get these on the website. Nothing's on the website. Oh, thank you so much, Jimmy. Thank you so much. And I got to get these printed and get it on the website. Well, y'all can start saving some money. Y'all, it's be 6 months in July and half the year is gone. We got to save some money. You know, the holidays is coming around, and you got to buy some gifts. I mean, you don't have to buy some expensive gifts. Just give somebody a little gift. You know, $5 gift card or $10 gift card to some restaurant or to Walmart. You know, that's people's favorite place, Walmart. Dollar Tree too. A lot of people shopping Dollar Tree. You'd be surprised who shopping Dollar Tree. And so I want y'all to be able to save some money. So I'm making my savings challenge cards. I'm trying to get them out and get them printed where y'all can purchase. I'm ready for y'all to buy. I'm tired of talking about it. But it's coming. It's coming. It is taking me a long time. But I know when I launch, y'all, I'm going to be making thousands of dollars. That's what I say. I make thousands of dollars. No, I have not attended but one market. That was a church market. I want to do a market, and I'm thinking about going to Soda City in July. But I don't know. I have to see. And you know, a lot of people, they're not making money at these markets now. They're not even making enough for their vendor feedback. You know, they pay for this spot. They're not making enough money to get that back. So I'm kind of scared of that. Now you pay a lot of money to get into a market and you don't make with $30, $40, and your spot probably cost you about $70, $80. No, I don't know. I'm thinking about it, but I'm trying to get to some of the fairs, the festivals. If I can get in, and they're trying to be so strict with that, I can just do one at home, online. I don't have to go out in public. I can just do it right at home and ship my stuff out. I got enough people that can vouch for me saying I have great product. But and then I am working on my stuff, and it costs a lot of money. That's the reason why I don't have a working area somewhere else in a building, because it costs too much money to rent these spaces. These people charging too much money. And they know you're a small business. They know you just getting started. But they don't care. They want the money. So that's what I'm doing. I enjoy doing what I'm doing. That's the thing I enjoy. But this is not a hobby anymore. This is real. Because I'm going to be retiring from work soon, and I got to get this business up off the ground running, because I got to have funds coming in. And every time I turn on the news or something, or listen to your financial report, you can listen to the financial report on the news. CBS got a financial report, and you listen on there, and you like, Lord, it's now they saying we might run out of Social Security money. It get people depressed. How you gonna run out of Social Security money? You've been working all your life and putting Social Security money in Social Security. Because they say the young people not putting the money in because young people not working, and the young people won't stay on the job, and if they do, they find a way to get around that, and so they get their own business, and they're not paying the money in. Well, I paid my money in, so I expect for my money to come back to me, because that's my livelihood. They can't stay on these jobs when you get past really 62, 65, because that's when your health issues start coming down on your body. It's just like I got back pain. I'm 63 and got back pain. So how long you think I'm gonna be able to work on somebody's job with back pain? Everybody can't sit. Everybody don't have the patience to sit behind the desk. They have the knowledge to sit behind the desk, but they're hyper. They used to moving. They can't sit behind the desk. So why would you say that your Social Security gonna be run out in 2030, or 2032, or 34? Why? Older people can't stay on their jobs. They can't stay on their jobs that long. People want to stay on their jobs, but they can't. If they have health issues, I know, and I think I said this before. Older people now is in restaurants trying to make tips because they don't have enough money to cover their household bills, or their medical bills, or their health insurance. Some people still got house payment, car insurance, life insurance. You always got to pay your life insurance. And like I said, I asked one older lady why she was in Little Dickens. Barely can lift that tray to bring your food. She said, "Honey, I just don't have enough. I was a stay-at-home mom, and I get my husband's Social Security, but it's not enough to take care of me anymore. It used to be." She said, "My house, I lives in my house. My house is paid for, but now it needs a lot of maintenance to it. I don't have the money to get it fixed, and my children, they trying to help me much as they can." And she said one of the children told her, "Mom, you just gonna have to move in with us." And she said she didn't want to do that because she feel like she be losing her what's the word? She be losing. Oh man, my mind just went blank. Um, she be losing um her capability of doing things and want to do things, and she's afraid children gonna stop her from doing certain things, and she enjoyed doing what she's doing. And you know when parents move in with the children, sometimes that happens. because the children don't have time to see about you. You there. They know you there. They're gonna make sure you eat and take your medicine. But you want to go the Walmart, Food Lion, or church or whatever. They don't have time. You want to go to shop just like they shop in little specialty places. They don't have time because they got to deal with their children. But keeping you going to a senior living home, that's what they're gonna do. That's the reason why I said to myself, I don't think I want that neither. So that's the reason I'm working hard to get my business off the ground will always have income to take care of me. That's, and no, I live in an apartment. I'm trying to find me something economical that I can buy. They don't have, it could be the size of this apartment here, but, cause the rent can always go up, y'all. I don't care where you stay, the rent can always go up. Because that's the only way the landlord can pay their bills. You know, your house pay may be paid for, but you gotta pay that state tax on that house. And, the, whatever taxes, homeowner taxes, or whatever tax you gotta pay on the house. You gotta pay all that stuff. There's a lot goes into that. And that's the reason why they have to charge a tenant so much money. It's not that they're making any money, they're getting any profit off of it. It's a lot they got to keep up with. So being in an apartment is a little bit safer because headache, you know. But I still want my own because my business is gonna grow and it will grow. So that's the reason why I came on here. And we saying this: we have to take care of ourselves. We have to work if you can, and your body allow you to. And sometimes I don't know how long I'm gonna be able to work because I want to stay on my job, but my job is hard. It's hard. Being a custodian is hard. It's not easy. So nobody knows about that. And I tell people, young people every day, you go and apply for a job, apply for a custodian job. Those come every day. People got a job over for custodian, but make sure they're paying you the right money now. Don't go in there and try to be a custodian for $10 an hour. Work too hard to be working for $10 an hour. They got to at least start you at least $18 an hour, at least. Some people try to do it $16.50. It depends on the work. But you go to the school districts, they got a scale there what they can start you off with because you got to have experience. But they will hire you without experience, but without the experience, you're gonna get that $16.50 or $17 an hour. But now if you got 20 plus years in, they will try to start you at least $17 to $18 an hour. They will at least. Don't take me as my word, but things have changed. But you got to go in there with experience if you want to get a little bit more money than what they offer. Now you can negotiate. Everybody listen to negotiation. They'll let you know if they can pay you more on all jobs. And only custodian, all jobs. Because you got the experience and you got knowledge and you know what you're doing. But it's hard out here for everybody. They're still saying gas prices up. Like I said, I don't even look at the gas price here. I just go and take my little $15, $20 to the gas tank and just put whatever they can get for $20. That's what I put in my car. He don't used to say he don't whine about it because he ain't gonna change it. The government got to change that. But we just got to help each other, take care of each other. Hi. Thank you for coming in. Hey, give me a thumbs up, okay? But you got to take care of each other. You got to look out for each other. Not being mean and cruel to each other. You know, these young people don't know how to treat older people no more. They don't have no respect for them. I listen to a lot of my friends, and they say, Catherine, I've never been disrespected a day of my life. But I got disrespected in Walmart. I got disrespected in Publix. I said Publix? They said, yes, Publix. I got disrespected in Home Goods. I said, what? And she said, I got disrespected in CVS. But the young people don't know how to treat the older people. They actually don't. And what my friend said is true. Because another friend and I went to Publix one day I think it was one day last week. No, not the Publix, to CVS. And she bought a couple of items, and I bought a couple of items, and you know, they got the U scan. They want you to go through that scan thing to scan your food and whatever merchandise. I'm not, no, I pay you. So you're going to do your job. You're going to be a cashier, and you're going to bag my food, by whatever I'm buying, my merchandise. This young man on the cell phone, and I asked, I said, sir, are you open? Yes. I told him, friend, I'm put my stuff down right here. I'm not going over there to that scan out there. I'm not paying them. And I got to scan my own merchandise. I'm not paying them that. Because you know what, that scanner is causing people to be out of a job. No, they won't get my number. So I made him do his job. And he continued to stay on that phone, and I think my friend had made an error and said, oh, I forgot, I got a coupon. Well, it's too late now. You can use it next time. I looked at it, and I rolled my eyes at it. See, it wasn't my stuff, it was hers. Because see, I wouldn't make him rerun that. And when he got my stuff, he was doing, I said, sir, you need to slow down, make sure you got everything on here. Because if I go to that door and that door buzz, it's gonna be a problem. I'll let your manager know what you doing up here. And he ain't play with me like that. And she got upset, and she called the manager back. That's the reason why they are putting these scanners in these stores, because the employees like that making it hard for everybody else. If you're going to be a cashier, be a cashier, and be a good cashier. Don't come up there with all this different stuff in your hair and all these long nails. You can't be able to pick up the money off the counter or pick up the merchandise. Have it modern and neat and nice. Have yourself look presentable. They don't forget about professional. How you supposed to look professional on all jobs. I don't care if you're a cashier. Cashier pay money too. You make money. So, you know, the respect for seniors is going out the window. You go to the doctor's office, they so nasty behind the desk. You scared to give them your insurance card. But my doctor's office I go to, I don't have problems like that. I look at them like, I go back there and tell that doctor how nasty you is up here. You won't have a job. Because a doctor's got the power. And if that doctor don't treat you right, you can write the head of that hospital and let them know that the doctor ain't doing right here. I don't feel comfortable here. That's why they give you those surveys. Fill your survey out. Seniors don't have to be mistreated. Some seniors don't have as much as other seniors have. Some seniors need help with their medication and stuff. Y'all need to help the seniors. But I didn't get on here to say all that. I got on here to talk about Lady of Elegance Collection and why Lady of Elegance Collection is in business. And that is one reason why right there. Because I will have my own insurance. I got to pay that. You got to pay all that stuff, y'all. Being a senior is not easy. I think it costs more being a senior than just being a regular person. But we got to take care of each other. We got to talk to each other. And we got to give each other good advice. Sometimes you can use it, and sometimes you can't. But I'm getting ready to get off of here. I done ate my lunch. I had a healthy lunch, which I always have a healthy lunch. And I'm going to get over here and start working on the sewing machine, see if I can get it to sew, because I'm ready to finish up my bag, my closet bag. I just need a new sewing machine. Just like I need a camera. I'll get it sooner or later. But anyway, y'all have a blessed afternoon and a great lunch, and go back to work. Bye bye. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye.